Mind Gap Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to Mind Gap Podcast. I'm Doug.
I'm Justin, and Doug, what's something totally ordinary that you think would terrify medieval peasants?
For the longest time, I've had a dream, Justin. And
Tell
this
me,
dream was to bring Shakespeare into the future and show him Transformers. To be like the movie.
The movie? Okay.
Transformers. And be like, you did this. You did this.
Okay.
Everything you've done has led to this moment, sir.
You created a ripple effect.
This is what you did. This is your butterfly effect, sir. Look at this. And then here's Battlefield Earth, you know?
You would start with Transformers and move into Battlefield Earth.
And then I'd show him like Lord of the Rings and be like, there's some good stuff in there too. But this is what you did, you know?
At what point would you show him the Fast and the Furious franchise?
I mean, that's probably right after Transformers. It's probably got to be in the first day because we're just sitting him down, getting him French onion dip and chips and being like, welcome to the future.
Welcome. Hey, Bill, welcome.
Mr. Shaxberg, welcome to the party. Here we go.
Shaxberg. At what point do we bust out Rampage is the big question.
I mean, whenever do you want? Do you want to do it now?
Whenever.
It's
just that's what we're doing, right? Like,
I mean,
Billy.
Honestly, the real question here is William Shakespeare has been teleported to the future. What three movies do you show him first? I mean, that's really what it boils down to. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, absolutely.
Jurassic Park probably should be on there. Jaws.
We definitely show him. Yeah, that's without a doubt. Those are the three. I would show him at least one about his life, and just be like,
Shakespeare in Love.
How meta is this, man? And then have to explain what meta means.
Right.
Yeah.
Show him the episodes of Sandman that his likeness is in. Be like, did you make a deal with the Dream King? Did you?
Yeah. Did you? Tell me how true this is, Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
And he's like, who doth this billeth that you speak?
He's like, my tummy hurts.
That's how he talks.
This French onion dip is not agreeing with me.
What poison have you fed me?
You fed me poison. I must have diarrhea. What's this? Indoor plumbing?
You know what? You want to know what I would blow a peasant's mind with?
Yeah.
Toilet.
Indoor
plumbing. Watch this.
Mm-hmm.
When you shit, where does it go? Oh, yeah, when I shit, watch this.
Yeah, it goes to the poo-poo portal is where it goes.
I can't answer the question either. I don't know where it goes. All I know is it's not here anymore. It goes right out this fucking thing. It goes down the hole. Done.
It goes down the hole. You know what else would be fun? Would just be to like cook them like a legit meal with today's ingredients and stuff, you know?
Let's reverse it, okay? Because you always talk about if we were to go back in time, there's no way, like we would the first thing we ate, it would just give us like colitis or whatever the fuck, and we'd be dead, or I don't know right? So if you put them forward, do you think the same would happen?
Oh, for sure, because their body's not used to whatever we're doing. Even though we're like, we're clean, it's different. It's just different from what their body's used to. And I bet they would still be shitting their brains out as they eat Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Why are these radishes so large? These are not the normal size of vegetables.
Why is this powder considered cheese? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. Why is it so orange?
Right. This is not a naturally occurring color or flavor.
I don't get it. It tastes good? No, it doesn't. Never mind.
No.
I take it back.
Too much salt, and I eat cured meats.
You just show them. You just take you know what? Take them to a fucking supermarket and watch their just eyes and brains melt as they're like, what?
No, you know where you take them? Costco.
No, now we're talking. We're like, and they're like, oh, you must be royalty to get in here. You're like, it's a nominal fee. It's not that big of a deal, but you know, pretty much anyone can get in here. They're like,
you do save on gas. What?
Yeah. It's like anybody can shop here, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Yeah.
Well, just think of just the concept, I mean, of even just like shopping, because like they were, well, I guess, I don't know, were they at the peasants were bartering probably at that time. I don't even know if they were, you know,
sure
like
there was
just
markets of some sort, you know, but there was probably trade to some degree, you know, with neighbors.
But I mean, the size of Costco would be one thing, but then just explaining everything that's in there because they've seen none of it. So like, just like, what are jeans? What is an ottoman? Why is there a what is a recliner? Why can these things be purchased together?
Yeah, right.
What's a 10-pack of pizzas?
Yeah, like just all that sort of stuff, and just being like, yeah, this is why we're fat.
Right.
Like, we're not wealthy. In fact, in your time, being fat means you're wealthy. I go, in our time, it means you're poor.
Right. Oh, times have changed, Billy. Times have changed.
Times have changed, my friend. I think the easy answer is showing them a phone. And they're like, what?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Even showing them a rotary phone.
Yeah. Like,
it doesn't even have to be a smartphone, just a rotary phone. Anything with moving images would be, you know, a TV, YouTube, a computer, whatever you got. But I honestly, take them outside. Just let them stand on a corner, like downtown, just for 5 minutes.
Because I know
their minds would probably melt.
I know that obviously the major hubs in that time, you know, were busy in their own way, but to like taking them to downtown Chicago or something and being like, yeah look at this, trains.
Busy in their own way is one thing, but then you've got helicopters flying overhead.
Airplanes.
You've got airplanes. Yeah, you've got trains and buses and cabs, people yelling. More people than they've probably seen in their entire lifetime in one city block. Skyscrapers, fucking, you know.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing. It'd be so easy to freak them out and so much fun.
And take them back to where they're from in like England and be like, hey, look, this Big Ben still here. You know, Big Ben wasn't there for a medieval time, but like, you know, finding something like this
castle still here.
Cathedral still here. That dude that just died last year, he's buried right in there. It's still there. It's his tomb's still marked as such. So there you go.
But then the best part. Let's find who's the guy you hate the most? Let's go find his fucking grave.
Yeah, let's go find his grave. Let's take a dump on it, you know?
Here's your grave. Isn't that wild?
You die at some point. But.
Oh, man. That's trippy. You want to dig yourself up? Exhume your own body?
Dude.
Yeah.
Pornhub.
Rule 34.
Pornhub. Be like, dude, check this out.
Oh, I think you meant make him fuck his own body. I see what you're saying.
Wow. Why didn't I think of that? That's not what I thought. It's like, yeah.
I thought you were saying like create like here, yeah. Like,
no, sorry. I was just like, dude, just show him like, hey.
Just show him porn.
Yeah, just be like, here you go. Click on whatever you want. And he's like, this is what? What? Yeah. Anything you want. Right there.
Yeah. They even have, there's a section here that's like medieval cosplay. You'll love it. It's going to be just like what you guys did.
That's not historically accurate.
What position doth this?
Skin colors are a little too various.
But then the best part of the whole scenario would be taking him back, dropping him back in his timeline and being like, good luck, and just leaving.
Yeah. And having him
and then
just go mad.
Waiting for everything to change, because I'm sure that would have to have some sort of a ripple effect, right?
Oh,
because he would write about it, document it, something would It
would probably have some horrific butterfly effect too, where it would create an alternate future, because now he knows these things.
Right.
And by him saying these things or whatever, you know, it is what. Yeah, that'd be a horrible thing to do, to drop someone back after they've gotten a glimpse of something, and now they're just like, I've seen the possibilities. You know,
it's horrible,
right? Because when we talking like what a peasant from like the year 1000, you know?
pick it, right? Like right? even the 1400s, like. Right?
Almost 1,000 years later, it's like, here you go, boop, and then come bring them back. Be like, same thing with us. You know, we go ahead 1,000 years and we come back. We're like, oh my God, it's crazy. We're still using Microsoft Word. You know,
Clippy is still around.
Clippy's back. In fact, he's the CEO.
He's the CEO. He's back. Oh
Dan
no,
he's Clippy.
Dan Clippy is the president.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Respect him, or else.
Respect
help.
Dan Clip. Yeah. He got promoted. So
yeah.
I don't know. Listeners, what do you think? What would you if you brought someone back from the Middle Ages to today, peasant, you know, what would you want to show them? What do you think I mean, the answer is obviously anything, like we've said. You showed them anything, they're good. But what's the one thing you'd be the most excited to be like, can you believe this exists? You know?
Yeah. It'd be fun. Let us know. Hit us up in those comments. YouTube.com/mindgappodcast. Hit the like and subscribe button while you're there. It's free. And then check the links in the description. You can find a link to our Discord where you can continue the conversation with the rest of the Mind Gap community. Join us. Be part of history. Just going to let that breathe. History.
Let that sit for a second. Really think about that, listeners.
Really, breathe it in.
Do you want to be part of history? Yeah.
Be part of history. We do all sorts of fun stuff there.
Maybe bring the peasant forward and show a Mind Gap. I don't know. I'm just saying.
There you go. Podcast. You're like, what?
Why is this? Why does this?
You know,
necessary?
we do. Have him be a guest on our show.
That would be.
I understand what this is.
I speak into this.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Why is this necessary? It's not.
It's not. You'll understand eventually. But yeah, head into the Discord. Sometimes we set up game nights. Like I'm hoping to set one up this weekend because the new Jackbox party pack is out. So
Ooh.
Justin, if you're free this weekend, join us.
What are we looking at here? It's the 24th, 25th, 26th. There's a possibility.
Yeah.
What day are you looking? Maybe Friday? What are you thinking?
Saturday?
What are you thinking?
Maybe Saturday. If you're available.
It's a possibility.
Okay.
It's a possibility. You keep me abreast of the situation.
I will keep you abreast in the Discord. Stay tuned in the Discord to see if Justin will join us for games.
Ooh, bum, bum, bum.
Ooh, bum, bum, bum. Yeah, good stuff. Ooh, bum, bum, bum.
Caught you totally off guard with that.
No, I just, sometimes I just like to be overly aggressive and, abrasive because I think it's funny and at the cost of friendships. Justin.
Douglas.
Are you making enough money?
No. You?
I'm doing okay right now. Now that Jill and I are gainfully employed,
Great.
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm okay. We're okay. We're doing all right. Although, yeah, shouldn't talk about that. But, that being said, something popped in there. I was like, doing the math. I'm like, say it or not? Yep. No, don't say it.
Editing in real time? Editing in real time?
Like, no, that doesn't belong on a podcast. But, what if you could pick up a fictional job that exists in some of these fictional universes, and then maybe it's your side hustle, or maybe it's your real job, and maybe you can find the one that pays the real money that's going to set you up for life.
Now we're talking.
We're talking about mythic side hustles and which fictional jobs would actually pay in real life.
I got some thoughts on this. Let's go.
Oh, he's got some thoughts. I think the first thing to do would be to open up a beverage. Arena is what we'd call it, and we'd serve exclusively
cranberry juice.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the real money is. I want to live in the Departed universe because that's a fictional universe, and I'll just, hang out and serve
cranberry juice.
No. Yep.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. It cleans you out. Yeah.
So it gets you thinking, in a lot of ways. You get thinking, like, what? I guess we'll kind of get into it, but like, you got wizards. You got the fantasy world stuff. You got different gigs, and it's all these different things. But you got to think, man, do they make money? If we brought them in here, would they make money? So, right off the top, real quick, if you had a fictional job, what would it be and why? Any universe, job.
Any universe. So I would love a fictional job that had to do with magic. I just think it'd be fun to be able to either cast spells or just do so. I'm not sure what exactly it would be, but it would have to be magic based, right?
Yeah, I bet you it'd be fun for a week. I bet you it'd be fun for a week, and then the practical toll of reality would come on you because you'd say you're like, hey, I'm a magical construction worker. I'm going to wave my wand. I'm going to build this. But there's going to be some sort of fucking code and building regulation that's going to come through and be like, hey, buddy, I see your work here with the magical fusion elements here on the joints of this building. I got to say, it's not up to code. We're going to have to fine you for that. You got to make sure that when you connect those together, you got to use a conjuration as well as elemental spell. Because it seems what you're doing is you're combining iron and fire elements, and that's just not safe in the long run. Because
right. What's the cooling factor that you're applying to this? What kind of cooling spell?
I'm just saying, if a plane crashes into this building, are they going to hold? That's what I'm saying. That's the beams going to hold? And
we've seen it too many times already.
Yeah.
So the thing that I hadn't considered is that everyone else would have the ability. I was thinking if I could just have the job, and everyone else is like, "Whoa, he's magic!" But I see that there would be some, there'd be standards to hold yourself to.
This is Practical Doug weighing in on all this, so there you go.
Oh no, we're gonna make this really, really banal and very boring. Everyone's got the power. One thing I think would be a fun job to have, and I do think you could make a lot of money doing it, is being like some sort of an oracle or truth seer. I feel like you could get any job in law enforcement or in the courts. Like you would be sought after if you could, without a shadow of a doubt, you could tell whether or not someone was lying. I think that would there'd be a lot. Now, it comes with its own dangers though, right? Because you are going to be a very, very sought after individual by probably some unseemly characters.
I was like, of all the people that want you, I don't necessarily think it's law enforcement. It's going to be the fucking Wall Street crowd's going to come in and be like, "Hey man, tell me about this stock. Tell me about what do you see
downside
in the future,
to it. But
I don't see there's any upside to it.
If you could make a shitload of money, are you kidding me?
I guess if we're on the side of making money, yes, you're absolutely right.
You could absolutely, if your morals were a little loose and you could make you could look the other way on certain things, you could make so much money being that. So I think an oracle or a truth seer that'd be the one to be.
Oh, I like that. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. I was sitting there being like, "Oh, here's all the problems." I'm like, yeah, you're right. It'd make a fuck ton of money.
Also, you'd be able to, potentially you'd be able to see, issues before they arise. You could see the true path.
I get upset with that just because, again, Practical Doug's ruining the party here, being the giant turd in the punch bowl. Is just that, if we're playing it as you can see everything that's about to come, everything that's about to come. There's no surprises. When you're going to die, how you're going to die.
Maybe you're only a financial truth seer.
I want to narrow my scope.
Maybe you've only developed one lane of your power. I
have a subclass of divination that's purely just financial. Specifically crypto.
Yeah. What would yours be then, Mr. Practicality? What would if you could have a fantasy job, what would it be? And why?
I think it would be dangerous. It would probably suck, but mythical creature rancher,
interesting. Okay.
Just being able to understand enough animals, to get, unique things, procure dragons, dragon eggs, things like that, be dangerous.
You'd want to live in the Fantastic Beasts universe is what you're saying then.
I guess. All those little shits, those things.
You love that movie so much.
I don't. The klepto creature that just steals shit all the time. Basically a ferret. The
little platypus ferret, yeah.
Yeah. That would be interesting, I think, just to,
a magical creature farmer. I like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you know what I'd be? I'd be a fundy Christian. That's what I'd be. Just in a fantasy universe.
Now, would you? Here's the question though. If you were the farmer, would you raise the animals to be sold for slaughter, for protein, for meat, or would you be raising them to be work animals, or would you be
probably both?
What would the purpose of your?
Listen, man, you make them right. You breed them. Some don't work out. You always got a path for them.
You ever had a dragon burger? It's tasty. Everyone needs glue.
That's our motto. Doug's Mythical Ranch.
Everyone needs glue.
The best around, unless you need glue.
We got that. Well, what are you looking to glue together? All right, you're going to want some hippogriff glue. That is, that's got some staying power with that. But don't get it on your skin. It's an irritant.
You won't like that. It's an irritant and it will not come out. You want new skin?
Yeah.
Put it on there.
Now, if you want something that will hold, it's water-based and it's going to hold, you want cracking glue. That's good. That's real good. That can get wet and it will not dissolve in water, okay? But again, don't get it on your skin. It's an irritant.
Waterproof. And also, put it on a ship. It ain't letting go.
It ain't letting go. Yeah, that's water will stick to it.
That's for sure.
Very impractical.
For sure. Can I share a quick memory I had when I mentioned being a fundy Christian in a different universe? This popped in my head earlier today, and it's the second time it came up, so I feel like I have to talk about it.
Okay.
When I was working at the hotel, so many random things happened at the hotel. But one day, I don't know how to describe him other than an Orthodox Christian, a Russian Orthodox Christian came to the hotel. He was staying there, and this dude was like intense, like came up to the front desk, and he was like in just a black, I don't know if you want to call it the gown. He had like a rope for a belt. He looked like he was a medieval peasant.
Like a monk?
And he had like, longer hair and a beard. And he was just like chatting me up. And I was just like, whoa, what is happening right here? And he's just like,
Did he have like a wooden beaded crucifix or
It was like a wooden.
What do they call those?
It was like a wooden crucifix.
Not a crucifix, but what the hell do you call those? You say the Hail Mary on them. My God.
Yeah, a football.
That's the one.
A wooden
Moving
football. On. Rosary?
That's it. It's a rosary.
Oh,
good job.
Look at that. See, I told you I'm a funny Christian. And he's just like, everybody came to like the front desk and he's like, I'm looking for a place to eat this evening. Do you have anything to recommend? And I'm like, yeah, there's this great deli. I love it. It's great. It's down the street. Go down, make a left, whatever. He's like, thank you. Bless you, my child. And he leaves. He comes back like 10 minutes later. I'm like, wow, that was quick. He was like, I cannot partake of the food. It's a Jewish deli. And I'm like, oh, wow, we're that specific?
Wow.
Like,
holy shit.
I'm like,
yeah,
dude, you're missing out. Like, that is the best stuff.
It's salad for shot at 11 City Diner.
He's like, it's okay. I picked up something else. And he brought up like a can. It looked like cat food. And he was like, this will be my dinner. I'm like, dude, all right. You do you, I guess. I don't know what to offer you after I totally botched that. And then he goes, you're a nice person. What is your Christian name? And I remember just staring at him for like a 5-second beat. And I go, Doug? I'm like, I don't. It's the only name I've ever known.
How do I answer this?
I was like, what is your Christian name? Doug.
What is your Christian
That
name?
is not your Christian name. I'm like, I don't know. You want to give me one? Like, I don't know what to tell you. What are my options?
What do I got? Give me a list. I'll choose one.
In high school French, I chose the name Eve as my French name. Does that count? Like,
is that what you're talking about?
I was like, I don't know, man, but that's weird. I was like, have a good night, Rasputin. Like.
What a weird. Did he ask to stay at the hotel or anything, or did he?
He was staying. He had a reservation and everything.
He was staying at the hotel. Jeez, dude, that's
it was wild. It was wild. It was so wild. I saw so much shit.
Honest question: do you remember? Did he come in with any luggage, or was it just like what he had?
It was. Like, he didn't have much. I know that he was. I don't even know. I think he paid cash. Like I don't. I was like,
very.
It was wild. It was wild.
Was this at the time were they able to get hotel rooms without paying with a card?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No shit.
You could always. We always accepted cash. Usually it was prostitutes that were paying cash. Anyone that paid cash day by day, you're like, yeah, okay. I mean, as long as you keep it to yourself and don't bother anybody, I don't give a shit. But
I am prostitute for Jesus.
Yes? Jesus, he is my pimp.
He's my guy.
And Daddy pays well. I tell you that much.
I tell you this much right now.
Daddy keep me very happy. Anyway,
back to the topic.
Let's talk about some fictional gigs that would be extremely. I think you can make a ton of money. I know you're not familiar with this, but the new season comes out. I think this weekend. The Witcher.
Are you still watching it with Liam?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try.
You are okay.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Wait, is this his first? Has one of his seasons come out yet, or is this his? This
is the first one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see. But The Witcher, man, like monster hunting.
Yeah.
Like you deal in very rare alchemic components and things like that. Like It's definitely a gig economy sort of situation. If you're really good at it, you can make a buttload of money because people are like, this monster is eating all of my town. Will you please stop it? I was like, $5,000 plus the customary $3,000 fee.
Naturally,
that's just business.
Yeah.
That is what it is. And they're like, okay, because what are they gonna say? No,
right? Because there's not a lot of use around. Like someone who possesses the Witcher skills is hard to come by.
In the lore of the books and the show, at one point in time there was an assload of Witchers, and they knew how to make Witchers. It was a very dangerous process that killed, I think, 3 out of 10 kids because they would train kids, and if they didn't die in the training, then their final exam was like, cool, drink this potion and we'll see if you survive.
I just like the idea they knew how to make Witchers. When a man Witcher loves a woman Witcher, they lie together and they make a baby Witcher.
They drink an extremely toxic potion that mutates them, and then they're able to do all the stuff that they do. But at one point they were concerned because there were so many Witchers and not enough monsters that the Witchers were actually starting to make monsters to give themselves something to hunt. And that became a huge scandal, which led to their stronghold getting attacked. And the only people that knew how to make them were killed. And a lot of the Witchers died in that attack. So now there's only a limited number of Witchers left. And
got it. Okay. So it's a better job.
Yeah. So if you have the way of controlling the population of monsters, I mean, it could be very profitable for you, assuming there's not a lot of competition. So,
all right, I can dig that. Absolutely,
big time money. What do you think about a Ghostbuster? You
I was going to say in a similar vein, in the movie, obviously not. They started out; it was very, very, it was tough. I don't even think that the secretary lady was getting paid. I think she was having a hard time. They were all struggling, bro. All having a hard time. But I think after they established themselves in that world, I do think that there is money that could be made. But again, you got to convince people that you're needed. I think that's the only difficult part about that job is you have to continually convince people we can handle it. And then you got to go up against the bureaucracy of the city and all that other bullshit. But I do think there's a decent amount of money that could be made as a Ghostbuster.
I think it seems like a pretty solid trade,
right?
But also it's very much, it's obviously akin to like a pest control person, right? Like you have to have a certain mentality towards the ghosts and the undead, being able to handle getting slimed, getting gooed, and all that other stuff. But it seems like a pretty solid blue collar job. You heading into the ghost busting business. It seems like it could be solid, I think
it's something that could be franchised out because
it lends itself to a greater concern that there's enough paranormal activity that you need to hire people to actually deal with it. That kind of sucks.
Right.
That's a world I don't want to live in.
It puts you in a rough spot from what do you what's the reality you're living in?
In that world, everyone seems pretty chill considering that it's like, oh yeah, ghosts are real. Yeah. Like everyone's like, like years later, when you see the sequels that happened years later in the present day that we are now, everyone's just like, just driving around, ghosts are real. That's okay. It's like, what? Guys, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. The amount of ghost.
Go ahead. Sorry.
The amount of ghost activity that happened, because that's the other thing that I never really fully understood with those is that like the Ghostbusters weren't always around. So like, what was the inflection point where they were like, we're needed now? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. It's a great question, but everyone seemed to tackle that like kind of like how we're doing. Like, hey, aliens are real. It's like, dude, I got to pay my mortgage. Like, I don't have time for this. I
don't know what you want, man. I got a job to get to.
Whatever. I got to go. It's like, yeah, ghosts. Call the Ghostbusters. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Yeah.
Starfleet Engineer. I think this one's interesting because there's really no money involved.
Yeah.
Replicators exist. So like,
you just, whatever you need, right?
I mean, I imagine a Starfleet engineer is very valuable. You know what I mean? Because an engineer helps keep the ship running amongst other things, like they got to be
I would say the engine, a manufacturing gig in that world, probably not really useful because you can just kind of replicate whatever you need. But an engineer, I would say, is a very high paying job because you are responsible for deep space travel and the lives of hundreds of crew members. Yeah. And, and you're constantly, week after week, it seems, you're getting into danger. It's the weirdest thing.
You got to keep checking the dilithium crystals in the core. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like how, that's if anything breaks down the ship, you got to go and fix it. Like that's no joke, man. Like, I think most of the jobs on that ship are pretty intense. Like someone who's like the navigator who's calculating the ship jumps and shit like that. I'm like, no, thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll tell you a job in space that would be a shit job that I guarantee you is minimum wage pay. And you're not allowed to unionize and you get no health insurance is a stormtrooper. That would be the worst fucking job in the world to have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think we've established that most of them are like clones or captives. So, like,
Yeah.
No good. Yeah. Get in there, troops. They don't even get trained on how to aim correctly, No,
not even a little bit. Yeah.
They're given armor that doesn't do shit. I guess just gets in their way, impedes their vision, and makes them run slower. And they just make them giant targets because they're big white pieces of armor. So it's easy to tell where to hit them.
Right. In the darkness of space, here's a giant white target, a glowing white target.
Yeah.
The one that I think would be a really good job that paid extremely well is a dream architect, a la Inception.
Ooh.
If you parlayed that into a therapy realm, like you could help reshape people's traumas and stuff in their subconscious and actually help them just not even get over it, just push it the fuck out of their head. I think you could get paid some big money.
Create psychological torture chambers for people, for your enemies.
There you go.
Yeah. It's like, for you, it's like we invade your dream and it's just one giant spider web. It's like you have to get out of this maze of spider webs, and there's a giant ass huntsman waiting at all times.
Yet again, you have given me goosebumps, and I do not like this. I am thinking about nothing but that, just being caught in a web it reminds me of what was the movie? Where was it? Basically, it was a maze of like spiderweb tunnels that they were trying to get out of. There was a movie, and it was just the worst fucking sequence because I was like, "This is my
Lord
absolute."
of the Rings.
Sure, why not? We'll call it that.
Return of the King,
Harry
where
Potter,
they have to go into Shelob's. Harry Potter. Right. Oh God, yeah,
Woof. Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think a dream architect, you could get paid handsomely with that.
I think that's for sure. I think that's really cool. Let's talk about maybe some of the minimum wage ones. Like,
okay.
Where do you think? Probably not making a ton of money. Sounds cool. And we'll start with your first one here, Justin. You want to do something in magic? Be a Hogwarts professor, There's
no tenure track. Just constantly, your school's getting invaded all the time.
It's so dangerous all the time. Like, just nonstop. There's just
also
troll in the dungeon. Like, and that's the most basic shit.
The Dementors are just going to be hanging out for a while. Have fun with that.
This year they're going to be here because someone broke out of magic jail and they're a serial murderer, and we think they might come here. So the worst ghosts you can imagine are going to be hanging around, and professors, don't let any kids die. It's on you.
Good luck. Yeah. Where does the school's funding come from? Where are these professors? How are they getting paid?
My understanding is that in a tweet from she who shall not be named is that it is funded by the government. So school at Hogwarts is actually free.
Fantastic. Well, that puts everything else, right back on a razor's edge, right? Like, who knows? Mm-hmm. You get the wrong administration as we
see that in Order of the Phoenix. The Ministry of Magic starts putting their people in play there, and all of a sudden the curriculum changes, Or hell, when, Voldemort gets into power and they start torturing kids while they're there. I mean,
it's no bueno.
It's just a metaphor for capitalism.
That'd be horrible. I would not like that.
Yeah, there's a lot. Listen, even in today's society, being a regular boring ass teacher is difficult.
Yeah.
Let alone it's like now there's magic and a hazardous place to work. And we have access to forbidden knowledge in the library, to alchemical elements that people can use to make people tell the truth or change into anything that they want. You got kids casting renegade spells that slash open the bodies. There's curses. People are bringing cursed items. Like, bones are getting melted. It's crazy.
Kids are finding access to rooms that don't exist unless you want them to exist. Like, I mean, just the oversight alone that you have to deal with.
You're
enough to make you just...
The whimsical school. Okay.
Yeah, Professor Cochran seems to be really down on that butterbeer. It's the only way I can feel.
I hate it here.
I hate it here.
I can't get anything else. Magic McDonald's won't even take me. I also think being a Jedi Knight would suck. Like,
yeah. Again, who's funding you, right? Like,
again, the government. I don't know.
Is it though? Like, I feel like they're constantly at battle with the government.
That's a great question because we do understand that, there is a thriving economy. If there's one thing we learned from the prequels is that there's a trade embargo.
There is trade.
There's a trade blockade on the planet Naboo. So that's actually a great question. I don't know how they are funded. I'm sure there's a very reasonable Star Wars nerd out there who could educate us that respectfully and tell us how the Jedi Order is funded. I'm sure it's fucking gratuity. I'm sure they ask
Needless to say, though, being a Jedi, because I mean, part of that, though, is living a life of simplicity, right? Like, the Jedi aren't allowed relationships. They're not allowed. So I'm guessing they have to live a life of it's a meager existence. You've got to live with what you've got. You're building your own lightsabers.
You can never be mad. You can never be happy. You have a lightsaber. Right. You're just, that sounds fucking miserable.
You wear rags all the time. It's just it's a tough life.
Everyone's like, I need your help. Not like that.
I need your help. You're helping me wrong.
I don't like it. Why would you just kill him? I don't do that. Oh, then what good are you?
God, what are you, Batman?
Ugh,
what?
Gross. He sucks. Everyone knows who he is in that universe.
Another one that I think would be a bard for hire.
A bard for hire?
Yeah, a bard I think would be just such a minimal paying job. Like, you're working for ale and just like exposure. It's like when you get hired to do a gig and like, we can pay you in beer and your name will be on the poster.
Well, here's the thing. It's like any musical act in any universe, right? Like, in the Witcher universe, there is a very famous bard named Dandelion who travels with the Witcher, and he becomes popular because he writes and sings tales of Geralt of Rivia, and people are like, oh, it's Dandelion. He's like, he shows up, and it's like he can sing, and people will come and they'll check him out. But it's like any other art. If you start out, nobody knows who you are. No one gives a shit.
Well, that's the thing. For every one Dandelion, there's 10,000 other bards that are like, man, I just can't write that one viral hit. I just need that one. I need that one song, that one thing. How come he gets to be with Geralt of Riviera? What's his name? What's his name again? Geralt.
Rivia.
Yes. Rivia. Yeah. He lucked out. He got Geralt. I got Ted.
Now, to be
fair, he doesn't do shit.
You have to travel with Geralt and go on insane adventures
and actually be in the shit.
Yeah. And at the same time, too, like, if you get good enough, you get invited to like royal banquets and royal parties. They're like, please come perform,
Sure. But if you're good enough. So I think being a general, it's like any music.
Like being any artist.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So that's too real, Justin. It's too real for me.
Sorry, my bad. How about a portal cleaner? Those things, plasma. I don't know. There's like shit. People send weird shit through portals. They have to.
You if we had the portals, game Portal, you know what I'm talking about.
We'd be sending all sorts of shit through there, and someone's got to clean those portals up, and that's just a gross job.
Well, if we're talking like Rick and Morty, like Rick Sanchez's portals, sometimes they take you to really bad places. Like the butt planet and things like that. Right. So yeah, brutal. Superhero, I think, would be tough. You know what I mean? Because
again, we've talked about that. Because I have to assume at some point you're famous enough to where you're probably getting stuff. Like, Cap's not taking it, but he probably is like, oh, lunch is on us, Cap. So your overhead's probably minimal.
Well, I think the Avengers are funded by Tony Stark's, billions of dollars. So there's that for starters.
And they've got government contracts.
They do. Yeah, absolutely they
Shield's
do.
footing the bill on some of the stuff.
Exactly. Like, yeah, because Tony is cleanup duty after the Battle of New York, so his, all that sort of shit. So they are underwritten by, someone's personal wealth. But I don't know, take your Daredevils, your Luke Cages, your Spider-Man before, he had the Tony Stark,
they all have day jobs
and things like that. Yeah.
It's a side hustle. Yeah. This is truly superheroes or side hustles, or the day jobs are the side hustles.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
an exhausting life.
Yeah. The people that just don't have much, but,
right.
And now that it's like, cool. So, just you're trying to live two lives, which is the whole thing of Spider-Man, right? He's trying to be a normal kid, but at the same time be a superhero. So you're trying to do that, but at the same time, there's constant danger and there's destruction. And, how do you handle all that? You don't get paid shit. That's for sure.
Right.
Hell, in Daredevil, they're in the show, they're getting like pies and stuff for their service as lawyers.
As lawyers, they're starting out. Right.
Yeah.
And how are you subsidizing your costume budget? Like, where's that coming from?
Yeah.
Cause it's all underground. Like, Daredevil goes to that one guy who's making him all his costumes, his armor, his fun twirly baton shit. And that guy's got to get paid.
Yeah.
They're getting those
favors only go so far
from somewhere. Right. Exactly. So that'd be a real tough one. And you get a lot. And then if you make one, you slip up once, and one building comes down and then everyone hates you. It's just a tough life.
Yeah. It's all it takes. You got any others you want to chat about?
None others that really stuck out to me. I mean, there's a bunch that we could go through, but I think most, I'll say this, I think most mythical jobs probably have more downside than they do upside.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's fun. Like you said, like, oh, I want to be a magical guy that builds things. It's like, yeah, you're thinking of yourself as the one guy in the world. But when you're in a world where that is a job, which means that there are all these other bureaucratic attachments to it that make it takes the magic right out of it. Where you're like, oh, like, I'm going to be a dream architect. And like, cool. Welcome to Disney. We're going to have you build our theme park, and you're like, that might be cool. But there's also hi, we are Deloitte. We'd like you to help us build our new building in downtown San Francisco. And you're like, no, I'm not like a real architect. Like, they're like, well, we'll pay you $2 million. And you're like, well, I guess I'll do it.
I can make you think that I built it.
Tell you what, you ever heard of Inception?
I'm just saying. Yeah. How about the chosen one would be a shitty job to have. Because you're employable once. It's just under the one prophecy, and then when it's done, you're done. You've got no other. Well, what do you do? Well, I did this thing, this big thing. You might have heard of me. Yes, but that's done now. What else do you do?
Well, not that.
No, I didn't have time to really get any other skills.
Well, not that. It's like, what is that big thing? Are we? If you come out the other side alive, like, what do you have to live for? At that
I took a ring to a mountain. Okay, so shipping and logistics. What do you want to do?
Cool. So you're basically a armored vehicle,
right? You're a bike runner. I've
got a necklace that needs to go to my cousin over on the western coast. Can you take care of that for me, little guy?
Can you ship that via your feet?
Yeah. Can you do that? Yeah. You just, because a lot of those times, like, there's a reason why the story ends right after they achieve victory, because there's no happy ending.
It's a boring life. Yeah. They're just fucking hanging out.
I would say not even boring life. It's depressing, because what like it's obviously like, Frodo goes to the Valar. He goes to the Valerian lands because, like, what the hell can he do now? He can't live as just Frodo Baggins at Bag End. The guy's been through hell and back, and he's got that wound from the Nazgul. He's just like, what am I going to do? Sit around here, grow pumpkins, and get drunk every night? He's like, I can't fucking do that. I'm going to go live with the fucking elves until I die. Like,
right.
I'm going to die alone with the elves. It's the same thing. Like if somehow Neo survived the Matrix, which he doesn't, like he's like, cool, I freed humanity from the machine, and then
Right.
what? He goes and just like chills,
Right.
hangs out.
He just what's he gonna do? He just has some life. Just hang. Yeah, no, it doesn't. The chosen one would be a horrible job.
Yeah,
Hard
not
stop.
that. Do you think about the pressure? You think about like all the stakes are riding on it. If you fuck up, everyone loses and hates you, and if you get it right, congrats. Now the rest of your life sucks. So
Absolutely, yeah.
it's
What
a
do you
curse.
think about map maker? Like in the sense of
Oh my God.
like treasure
Now we're
map
talking.
maker or
Yeah, we're talking.
all those people that got the magical maps or the ones that lead to the buried treasure. Someone's got to draw all those. Someone's got to make the maps.
Someone's got to explore and they got to do it, right? And then, 100% total money maker. Also, potion maker.
There you go.
Someone who's making the health potions, the mana potions, things like that. Or if you're in a world where you get, revive potions, things like that. Like that shit can't be cheap. You know what I mean? Like be making some bank on that shit, or it's just someone who just procures magical items, that merchant who's like, yeah, I got some magical gear.
I got that. So it's like someone who just runs the secondhand shop, like in the
The adventure's
magical
like,
universe.
I got an upgrade. I want to sell this to you. They're like, okay. And they take it.
Sure.
They're like, I got a +2 magic sword on my hand.
Right.
10,000 gold pieces. Because I'll tell you what, in D&D, if you want to buy a magic item from a merchant, it's fucking expensive. So
Is it really?
It is not fucking
What if
cheap.
you kill the merchant and take it?
You can do that, but there are consequences. You can certainly try, Justin.
I would,
You can
and I would.
certainly try. I want that fucking sword. Real quick, let's get to some listener submissions here.
Yeah.
We asked the Discord folks. We said, hey, if your goal is to make some serious money, which fictional job would you want to have? Emilio says the Star Wars bounty hunter. You get to travel, take out bad guys, and occasionally meet some pretty cool people out in the galaxy. I think it's interesting that he thinks he's taking out bad guys. I think it's you're just getting hired to get somebody.
Right.
Bad, good, it's relative, but as long as you're cool with just doing what you got to do.
You don't get to ask questions. They hire you. You go get the person. You don't know what they're doing with that person when you bring them back.
Yeah, someone wants them, either dead or alive, for their own reasons. Whether they're bad or not, who knows? Seth says a Stardew Valley farmer. Once you know what you're doing, you just print money and it's so peaceful. So Stardew Valley, if you're not familiar with that, is an indie game. It's like a farm kind of game. Okay. I don't know if you do any adventuring in it or not, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you get what you like. At some point, you have your system down, and you're just basically like, oh, I'm just gonna sell all this shit. I'm gonna make my money and do it all again. It's just breaking in the cash for sure.
Yeah.
Noah says my first thought was holodeck repairman because I figured having the know-how to work with that sort of tech and lending yourself to the service of a USS fleet starship would pay well in the more positive and clean version of the future Star Trek represents, but I realize they are a post-scarcity society and none of the crew earn a salary. But low-key W, living in a society with no need for money and traveling space, I'll still do it. Not the question, but that's my answer, Your Honor.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
No notes.
So, yeah, I agree. Like the Star Trek universe would be like, oh, this is so cool. It's such a foreign concept to be like, oh, we don't need money.
Right.
Where we're going, we don't need funds.
That's such an interesting. I never really I guess I'm not a big enough Star Trek fan to have realized that, but they live in a society where needs are just met. Mm-hmm. They have so much.
Because of the replicators. Because that's what allows humanity to pursue such great heights. Because you no longer like all that stuff.
Interesting.
It's basically everyone has universal basic income, so they can be happy. So,
What a world, man. What a world.
What a fucking world. I heard today, I think it's Ireland. Pays artists. Just gives them like a standard pay just so they can go be artists.
That's phenomenal. I heard there was another country I heard was they were enacting it and they had like it was going to be like, they were starting out with like, there was a lottery and like 2,000 artists were going to get an income and they were going to try to expand it from there or something like that. But like, what a fucking, that's it, man. You understood the assignment. Because here's the thing, even the staunchest, far right, whatever, if you disagree with that, you I guarantee still consume someone's art. You watch movies, you watch TV shows, you listen to music, you read
use
books.
ChatGPT.
You still consume something that someone created. You still consume art. And so to sit there and say that you don't think art is important, cool. Then stop consuming anything that has been made by someone. Let's see how far you get.
Agreed. I'm right there with you. I like the idea of universal basic income.
I do too. I think it's I'm here
whatever.
For it.
We're not here for that's not what this episode's about. This episode's about moving on to the next part of the show, which is the game. Justin, we're doing more patch notes in real life. I've got 5 of them. I've got 5 of them for you. So if this is your first time listening, I'm treating this world like it's a video game, and we've got patch notes as if I'm the developer and Justin is the user, and he's going to tell me what he thinks about these patch notes to real life. Justin, are you ready?
I was born ready.
All right, Justin, here we go. In this patch, refrigerators play boss battle music if you open them too often.
I like that we've had a couple refrigerator patch notes. This is a good. I like that the refrigerator is getting so upgraded. It plays boss battle if you too open.
If you open it, basically you're going in there too much to get food out of there. It's like it starts playing.
What's it playing?
It starts playing the Bowser theme. I was gonna say like the Duel of the Fates from the Phantom Menace.
Yes, absolutely. Here's the thing: I exist in a reality where I do need to be checked sometimes because I'll eat my feelings. And so if I have something that can like remind me, hey man, not a good idea. You're getting into danger zone. I think that's a great. Now horrible. Again, if you're going down for that midnight snack, and all of a sudden you just have this music come blaring out.
It seems like it knows. It can read like when you're supposed to be doing it when you're not.
Yeah.
It's like as you reach for a certain thing, it starts. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
Like,
I would say yes.
All
I'd say let's patch that up. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's try it out. We can always retcon it if we don't like it.
That's true.
Next patch. Shoelaces untie themselves if you're being too smug.
Oh, man. There's a part of me that wants this so badly, and then there's a part of it that's worried how often my shoelaces would come untied. I'm going to say it's a good thing because it would teach you to be a better person. I think
and you could spot someone else and be like, did your shoe just come untied? Or are you being a smug little shit?
Or and then here's the thing. I would say, yes, patch that in. And then I'm also buying stock in Velcro because I think that a lot of people are switching styles.
Using my financial divination, I'm going to buy.
Absolutely. I'd say it's what a great teller. I like that. Give me a natural tell any day of the week.
All right. I'm very curious your thoughts on this next one.
All right.
TV remotes unlock hidden channels when you laugh at commercials.
Ooh. They unlock hidden channels when you laugh at commercials. So it's a bonus to laugh at commercials. It's a benefit. It's to your benefit to laugh at commercials. Interesting. Does it have to be a natural laugh, or can you fake the laugh?
I mean, right now a laugh is a laugh. So
laugh is laugh.
Maybe depending on how hard you laugh determines what gets unlocked.
I would say why not? I don't see a downside to it. Not many commercials make me laugh. There's been a few that have made me chuckle, but I would say let's do it. I don't see a downside to it. Do channels get locked if I don't laugh?
No, they just don't find the hidden ones.
You just don't find the hidden ones. It's like the In-N-Out menu, but for TV.
Exactly. This is like the real life version of being on LinkedIn. You're basically like, ha, I love this corporate post. Hey, this is great. Notice me, so maybe you will give me a job.
Now give me what I want. I did the thing.
I love this advertisement. Give me what you got,
Can I please have another station?
Please, can I just have a different channel? What do you got this time?
That's a great analogy, though. That is the LinkedIn patch for television.
Pretty much. All right. Your pentultimate one here. Coffee cups glow faintly when inspiration strikes.
Oh, 100%. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I want that, because here's the thing. I genuinely don't think people are always in tune to when they are getting inspired by something. I think it's very easy in today's day and age to just kind of like gloss over what could be a little nugget of inspiration. So if I had my coffee mug glowing, also if you're in a meeting, let's like a writer's room, you could see who's fucking cooking. Like, this guy's got something.
Sure.
This girl's she's on a roll. Listen to what she's got to say. So I think that's a beautiful idea.
That's right. Also, we don't know if inspiration's good or bad, but we'll know there's inspiration.
It at least gives you, again, I'm here for a tell. You give me something that tells me.
You're not here for all the tells, though. You've been inconsistent with stuff that gives tells. So
you are accurate. Today, I'm here for the tell.
Today, I want to know these things specifically.
These things, they make sense to me.
All right, last one. Yeah. Garbage trucks broadcast your recycling stats.
First off, I love that garbage trucks are broadcasting recycling stats.
Of course, because they're going to be like, look how much you didn't recycle.
That's true.
The Strandlins are only recycling about 65% of the time. Watch out, neighborhood.
Here's a tell I don't want. You want that beautiful inconsistency? Here it is. No, I don't like that, because we try real hard to be good at it, but there are times when we're like, the recycling's full. Fuck it, just throw it out. And I don't think I want to. I would love. Also, I don't think I need to know. I don't need to know which neighbors are like horrendous at this, because then it's just it just incurs judgment that doesn't need to be given. You know.
But do you think you'd try a little bit harder? Is when the garbage truck came by, it would shout. It would do like percentage of garbage that should be recycled, and you get a good one. You're like, oh yeah, personal best. You know.
I do. Okay, that I do like. It definitely would make me. 100% would make me try harder. I liken it to like when the ice cream truck rolls around. It's just got this song, and the song gets interrupted. The garbage truck it's just got some garbage song, and then it like pauses, and then the announcement comes over the music, and then it just picks back up again. That's how. But
it's like a sports announcement. It's like, and up next we have the Strandlins. Let's see what their garbage is today. It looks like they're sitting at 9% of recycled goods in the garbage.
It's
better than last week. They're on a streak. He's heating up.
Da 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 da. I like that it's got built-in audience cheering. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I think it's a fun way.
You know what?
Let's gamify it.
You're convincing me to say yes to this one now. You've changed my mind. Well done.
I get paid. If I convince you, I get to unlock different channels on my end. So I have a bunch of different channels tonight.
Doug, you're a good PM. Well done. You're a good Scrum Master for this. Good job.
If there's anything I like more than all, it's Scrum. I love being a Scrum Master. They have to pick something different. They should have known. Calling someone whenever I see someone goes, I'm a Scrum Master on LinkedIn, I'm like, I wouldn't say that. I would.
Your job, gross.
Sir, this is a professional website for professional people. You can't say that. All right. I don't say I'm a taint guy, just
everyone knows I am, but we don't announce it. Okay.
I don't put it on my fucking profile. I'm certified Scrum Master. That's gross.
You certified in Schmegma? What are you doing over here?
Smegma evangelist.
Oh God. I hate everything about it. What badge is that on LinkedIn?
And how do I get it?
And how do I
Who
get
do I
it?
have to pay? What picture do I have to send over to let them know that I'm a Smegma evangelist? Oh, wow, we did it. Justin, what do you got to recommend this week?
This week, I'm going to recommend from the world of John Wick, Ballerina. It is currently on Stars, so everyone should be able to find it.
Fucking Stars? Really? It's on Stars?
It is.
Along with Spartacus? By the way, haven't finished it. I gave up on it. I'm like, I can't. Anyway.
I love it. Well done. Yes. Along with, what is it, the Power Book 4, which was shot in Chicago. Why not? I don't know. I hate it every time I see it. Yeah, so from the world of John Wick Ballerina, this is the world-expanding film. Ana de Armas plays our main character. Keanu Reeves has a huge part in it, but it's got a great cast. It's nothing surprising. Like, it's not going to be like, whoa, didn't see that coming. You kind of know where it's going. But all the John Wick movies for me are just a fun ride. They are the epitome of what, like, just a big, bold, stupid action movie should be, and I love them so much. So if you're a fan of the John Wick franchise, this is a nice little fresh take. First half of the movie does not read like a John Wick movie. It's a lot of character development, and the second half,
more of a Jane Austen,
It is. It's really it's like a Schindler's List, and then nothing like that. But she wears a red dress. The second half really kicks in with the action. It's pretty fucking awesome. And I think my favorite stunt, it's in the trailer, so I'm not ruining anything, but it's when the one dude's got the flamethrower and she comes out with the fire hose, and it's just the fire and water meeting in the middle. It's just such a cool idea for a set piece. So I think it was a fun movie. Go check it out if you can. Don't get a Starz subscription though. Just figure out a different way to get it.
Wait until Starz leases it to. Why is it on Starz?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. I didn't dive into.
You couldn't go to HBO or anything like that, really?
I didn't.
Starz is like, we're betting our whole year's budget on this one. Come over to Starz, please. We got Spartacus, tits, and cock.
You'll love it. We promise.
We promise. There's 4 seasons.
Do the 7-day free trial, then cancel. That's it. You can knock out Spartacus and Ballerina all in one go. You got that. You can do it in 7 days.
Just
Doug, what do you got?
7 sick days. Speaking of Scrum Master, I'm going to recommend this new indie game that just released. It's called Ball X Pit. And it is, I fucking played the shit out of it this past weekend. It's made by the same people who did Vampire Survivors. It's got a lot of the same mechanics. I don't know what kind of game you'd call this, but I don't know if it's not like Pong, but there are games where like you have like a platform at the bottom of the screen and there's a ball that bounces off it and you try to break all the bricks. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I think is it called Breakout?
It might be called Breakout. It's got that theme, except the idea is that you choose a character and your character gets a particular type of ball and you're trying to destroy all the creatures that are these little blocks, but you get access to different balls and you can, if you get them certain combinations, you can evolve them into something completely different. You can fuse them together and you make these wild combinations. I accidentally made a nuke and it was awesome. I was like,
fantastic.
I made this bomb and then I made this noxious cloud and it's like, do you want to evolve? I'm like, I don't think you could evolve something that had already been evolved. And it's like, oh yeah, you can this. And it's like nuke. And I'm like blowing shit up. It's awesome. It's amazing. So much fun. It's an amazing game. And it's like $15 on Steam. Highly recommend it. Yeah, go crazy. Well, that's it for us, gang. Thank you so much for hanging out. As always, please be sure to check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/mindgappodcast. Hit the like and subscribe button. It's a free way of supporting us. While you're there, check out the links in the description to our Discord, to our Patreon, to our merch at Redbubble. We'd love it if you joined us in Discord and be part of the family. Leave a comment on anything that you liked, didn't like. We don't care. Let us know what you thought about the episode, and be sure to check out Justin online.
On Instagram, at Justin_Michael, spelled Mikel. It's the fun way of spelling it. While you're in the online realm, anywhere where you can find your audio podcast, you can find us as well. So go ahead and subscribe, download, rate, review, listen, do all the things that you can do on those platforms. They all make a big difference. The big one is sharing, though. Let someone know that we exist, and we thank you in advance for doing so. It means a lot to us. Then TwoEstates.com, TwoEstates on all social media, LoveAndImprovFilm.com, and LoveAndImprovFilm on Instagram.
All right, with that, I'll say, Justin, thank you.
Douglas, thank you.
Listeners, viewers, thank you. And you all have a dandy fucking week.
Mind Gap Podcast.